All right, welcome. Math 121, 114, 188, whatever class you're in, you're ready to do the last item in the first week, which is to write your introduction. Tell us a little bit about yourself, share some pictures, upload them, resize them. My goal in this particular video is just to show you how to work with the discussion interface. Later on in the semester, you'll probably want to use it to tell me the mistakes I made in videos or to ask for clarification on video work or homework, whatever the case might be. But for now, you need to learn how to write your intro. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And right now, what you're looking at is a 121 class, but this is pretty much holistic. The same ideas that you're going to see will happen in a 114, a 188, a 151 class. So bear with me. But what you're looking at is the home screen, all right, for any particular class. What we're going to do is let me go ahead and go to modules. And at this stage, you've already worked through the getting started module. Again, whichever class you're in, they all have pretty much the same sequence. But what we want to do is go within the getting started module, we want to go to the introduction discussion board. So when I click that link, what will pop up is the introduction board. What you're seeing are some of the rules of engagement. Just be kind to each other. It takes a lot of courage to actually get online and pose your questions. So be kind to each other, help each other out, just like you'll be doing in classes when we're doing stuff. But there's an example of a video we're watching. Again, keep in mind that for my online students, this has to be done or you'll be dropped. For my face-to-face students, you don't have to worry about the drop, but it does. Everybody has the same due date of August 21st. Okay, but you online students, this needs to be done, successfully to be kept in class. But at any rate, when you scroll down the paper, what you'll see is I've already written my introduction, and I've shared with you some pictures of myself with my grandkids. Please read mine because you guys need to get to know me like I get to know you. When you're ready to participate in a discussion board, there's two different replies that you can use to start participating. The first one's at the very top. Under all the instructions about the introductions, at the very bottom of the page, there's a reply key. So this will basically allow you to start a new thread, which that's probably where many of you will go. However, another way to participate, if you want to reply, like if somebody wants to reply to the thread I've already created, there's another reply button right there that you would press to reply to that. And so that's how that'll work. So if you're ready to start a new thread, like many of you will do with your intro, you'll press the reply button here at the top. But if you're wanting to reply to a classmate about a question they did or an introduction they're writing, you'll go to that reply. Either one, since we're going to do a new one, let me go ahead and press this reply up here. What'll open up is a text box, right? And so you can basically, type in whatever you want to type, right? So I'll just let's just say, how are you? All right. And again, tell me a little about yourself, just like I did myself. I told you where I'm at, about my family, a little bit about my math history. I'd love to see the same thing from you guys as much as you're willing to tell us. And then when you're ready to embed the pictures, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. If you look at the top, there's a bunch of different keys that we can use. But right now, what we want to do is embed an image. So I'm going to click on the embed image. And what I have are a couple of different choices. One choice is I can upload the image. All right. And so this means that somewhere on my computer, I have another file open. And what I can do is drag that file into there. All right. And once I've got that embedded, there's a button down there that eventually says submit. Kind of hard to see there. And there's the pictures embedded into the thread right below the text box that I did. It's pretty large. And what we're going to want to do is resize it, because if everybody puts large pictures, the discussion board is going to be hard to upload and whatnot. So the way that you resize it is by clicking on it. You'll notice that it turned highlighted in green, and then just click and drag on one of the corners, and then you can make that picture as small as you want it. So it's much more manageable. All right. Let me go ahead and kick out of the leave student view, because that's one way to upload a picture. Another way, once you already have some, like for me, I already have some pictures, oops, uploaded into, I've lost that one. Oh, guess I shouldn't have done that, huh? But when I go ahead and reply and I press on the upload images, another option is it says course images. So unlike the upload images where you have to bring and drag it there, a course image is something that I already have uploaded in my canvas. And so you can see the pictures that I've uploaded. Just let me do another one here, right? And I just click on it and it embeds the post in there. Again, I'm going to kind of scroll and click on it, highlight it, grab a corner, and then embed it. All right. And so it's a little bit smaller. If you want to write it in the same line, I just put the cursor, move the space bar over a couple times. It should be moving here. And then when I'm ready to do it, let me go back to upload a picture. I can upload an image, right? And again, that's where I have to go to where the picture is uploaded and drag that picture. Oops, I don't want to drag all of that. Drag that picture up to an uploaded image and submit. There's a picture of my wife and one of my grandkids. Double click on it. Then I guess I have to X out of there. The internet's a little slow, I suppose. Right? Let it load up. Click on it to highlight. Grab a corner, click on it, grab a corner, and there it is, small. Right? And then, of course, you can just type more. Oops, can't type. This is me and my wife, our grandkids. All right, and then I press reply. And what that does is become another thread. So there's my introduction. Let me bring this picture back up, right? There's my introduction where I embedded and told you all about myself. And there's the other one, all right, that I just did right there, okay? And of course, if you want to reply to one, you just click on the reply and, hey, they look great. And you press reply, and you'll notice that it'll be a little bit indented, right? So it's part of that thread. It's not part of my introduction, and it's been indented and put in there. All right, so that is how you write your own thread and embed or upload pictures. Some other features, let me show you when we get into the math groove. Many of you, what I would suggest you do is your pictures will be pictures of homework. Show us a picture of your homework and pose a question about what you're wanting to do. If you don't want to pose a question, you can actually use the equation editor to do that. So, you know, hey, I need help with this equation. Do I start by adding fractions, right? And so you either put the picture in there, or you can double click or on this square root of x, and what will open up is the text box. And so there's a fraction key. So maybe I have 2/3 x, right? And I'm going to add, let's throw another fraction in there. 1, let's say over 4, and that's equal. Let's make this crazy, right? X, and here's where I can put it square on it. And then that's the equation editor. All that I just kind of introduced you guys yourself to it if you want to type it in more, right? And so I can put that reply in there. So I've just posed a math question to my classmates about, you know, a problem that I'm having. Of course, as a classmate, I'd encourage you guys to chime in, right? And in this case, the answer is no, that's not a correct way to start, right? And maybe the terms are not like, right? Because one has an X in it and the other doesn't. So maybe it is best to clear the fractions by multiplying both sides by, let's say, 12, because that's the LCD. Press reply. And what that does is reply to your classmate, or in this case, myself, about the math help that they needed. All right. And so that basically will show you how that will basically be done. Okay. And so there is your introduction to the introduction. You guys at this point need to write your introductions, embed or upload pictures so that people can see. all right? And then later on in the semester, when you start actually doing math work, you can either put a picture of your homework with your question, or you can use the equation editor and show us what you're working on and start helping each other. Let me stop sharing real quick. All right, so hopefully that'll get you going. Again, doesn't matter which class you're doing, that introduction is pretty much the same for everybody. I'm looking forward to reading introductions, learning more about you all, and then as the semester goes on, using the discussion board to pose your questions, post the pictures of your work so that we can see it. And all of you, I encourage everybody to help out. I'm one person, but if we can all help each other out and we can learn from each other, that would be great. All right, looking forward to working with you guys. At this point, after your introduction is done and I verified it and gave you 5 points, you can move on and start your review. And there'll be some more videos coming soon with that. For now, I'm going to sign off and you guys continue to work and I'll talk to you later.